that you are valued here. Whether you choose to be a lawyer or a laborer, we want you to know you belong here in Pennsylvania. And all people here in Pennsylvania need to know, no matter what you look like, where you come from, who you love or who you pray to, you belong, and I got your back. That's right. Now, we've gotten a whole lot done together, and I want you to know that we don't accomplish I'm losing my voice. That's how much I love talking to you. We don't get these things done unless we have partners in progress. This community has been a partner to me in making progress for Pennsylvania. And I'll tell you who else has been a partner to me. Senator Bob Casey has been a partner to me. That's right. When we need something here in Pennsylvania, Bob Casey is there for us. Are you with me to return Bob Casey to the U.S. Senate? We need Bob Casey. And I'll tell you another partner in progress, someone who's helped us fix our roads and bridges, someone who's made sure that our children are drinking water out of lines that don't have lead in it anymore, someone who's making sure that people in rural communities get access to broadband and high-speed internet. That partner is Vice President Kamala Harris. Together, together with her partner from just up the road in Scranton, and I know that's a different place, but we can shout out Scranton. Together, they have made meaningful investments in Pennsylvania, and I want you to know they give a damn about our Commonwealth and about all of you. And I'll tell you something. I have known Kamala Harris for nearly 20 years. She is tough as nails. And she's got a big heart. And she is someone who doesn't play. We saw that the other night in the debate, right? She and I have both been prosecutors, and Kamala Harris has always been for the people. She has always had your back. She stood up for you. She has stood up for our union sisters and brothers time and time again. Whether as a prosecutor, a U.S. senator, or the vice president, she is battle-tested and ready to go and ready to lead this nation forward. Now, she has always been for us. Compare that to the other guy. There's a hell of a contrast in this race. Oh, you've heard of him, I guess. Kamala Harris brings strength and stability. Donald Trump brings a whole lot of chaos. I want you to think about this. When Donald Trump was in charge before, and by the way, we are not going back to that. We're not. We are not. We're not going back. We're not. And here's why. Because when you go back and look at his record, it was more chaos, less jobs, and a whole lot less freedom when Donald Trump was in charge. Think about this. When Donald Trump was in charge last time, millions of women across this country lost the basic freedom to just simply make decisions over their own bodies. We are not going back. A country with more chaos and less freedom, well, that's not who we are. We're a nation that loves freedom. We're a nation that cherishes democracy. And we are a nation that has always come together when things get tough, and we have always advanced the cause of freedom. Think about it. In every chapter of our American story, we have made progress. We've made progress here in Pennsylvania, and we have made progress all across this nation. And yet, it is true that there are times where it feels like we've taken a couple steps forward. And then maybe, I love you back, and then maybe, just maybe, we get knocked back a little bit. But the strength, the kind of strength I see here in northeastern Pennsylvania, that strength, that determination has always helped us move forward. And the question is, why? Where's that spirit come from? Well, I'll tell you what, that spirit of moving forward, that spirit of progress, it comes from right here in Pennsylvania. Let me explain. 248 years ago, just down the road at Independence Hall in Philadelphia, we declared our independence from a king. And by the way, we are not going back to a king. You see, we declared our independence from a king, and we set ourselves out on a path of self-determination. We set ourselves forward when our founders signed the Constitution at Independence Hall. One of those founders was my predecessor as governor, Ben Franklin. Franklin signed the Constitution, and then he walked out onto the cobblestone streets of Philadelphia. A fellow Philadelphian walked over to him and said, "Mr. Franklin, do we have a monarchy or a republic?" Franklin looked at the woman in the eyes, and he says to her, "We have a republic if you can keep it." So, Franklin made clear, I'm giving you a little history lesson here at college here. Sorry to all the actual professors out there, but what Franklin said was that are those some professors over there? There you go. We love our professors and teachers, don't we? But what Franklin was saying was that it falls to us. The job is ours. The responsibility is uniquely ours here in America, and especially here in Pennsylvania. And so we've been doing this work for 248 years. We've been doing this hard work of moving this nation forward. And so in 50 some odd days, when you go vote, you're going to see the names of Kamala Harris and Tim Walz on that ballot. But even though their names are on the ballot, the truth is it's our rights and it's our freedom that's on the line, and we've got to do what our ancestors did before us and do this hard work necessary to protect this nation, to defend our freedom, to not just win an election, but keep moving this nation forward. Are you with me? Are we ready to do the hard work? And are we ready to look the next president in the eye and say, "Hello, Madam President, thank you for serving our nation. If so, let us get to work." Thank you, Pennsylvania. Let's do it.